Monkey.
What is this, Ape Escape?
Is Ape Escape 700,000 BC.
Alright. Escape from apehood and into humanhood.
This is Late to the Game with Chris and Eric.
Hey.
Hi.
Yep.
How are you?
Okay.
We just played like 3 hours of Marvel's Avengers.
Fuck, it felt like it.
And so we didn't want to do that anymore.
No, we did not.
And so instead we're going to sniff this green rock, which is something that you do a lot of in Marvel's Avengers, when you just run into one of those boxes and it explodes for no reason.
Yeah, you can sniff one of those boxes and it breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Ancestors, the Humankind Odyssey.
Yeah. Okay.
And you played this game.
I played it pre-patch when I didn't have any sense of direction, and I got stuck as the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this!
Okay.
That was me evolving past the need to play this game.
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this!
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this!
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this!
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this!
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this!
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this!
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this!
Okay.
That was me evolving past the need to play this game.
Okay. Well, I've played this post-patch.
Yeah.
And I had a slightly different, but altogether similar experience.
Oh, so they didn't really change much.
Well, they change. I mean, there are things that tell you what to do, and I think, and this is not something that I like to say because I feel like every game should tell you how to play it.
Sure.
Or at least, like, you should be able to intuit how to play the game through the act of playing it within a good, like, 15, 20, 30-minute span. Mm-hmm. Like, the idea that it takes a game hours to get fun is bullshit.
It really is.
Like, you don't watch a movie and be like, I know the first hour and a half sucks.
Yeah.
But those last 10 minutes, it's worth it.
It makes it all worth it.
Like,
it's like,
no,
well, just
fuck all
show
that.
me the last 10 minutes.
So, the thing is that I really love the idea of this game.
Yeah.
Like, this is a really neat idea. And the Super Bunny Hop has a great video where
I watched that video.
Where he talks about, or he talks to one of the developers of this game about all the stuff they were trying to do and how it, builds on real, factual, scientific evidence about evolution and stuff like that. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
It's not fun to play. And it's sad because I want it to be fun, and I almost do have fun. And then I feel like I lose all the progress, and I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah, you get this feeling like you're playing a video game, and then after a while, it just feels like you're doing your fucking science homework.
Yeah, and I don't have time for that.
No,
nobody has.
Nobody's got time for that unless you're, an anthropologist. And how many of them actually sit down and play video games?
They're not. They're off anthropologizing.
That's true.
Now, I will say that this is based off of I think this video may be an amalgamation of a couple of different runs. I'm not entirely positive, or it could just be all the same one.
Yeah.
But this is probably the third or fourth time I've tried.
Isn't this game just a series of runs anyway? You die as an ape, and then you come back as another ape.
Yeah, well, depending on what food you eat, you can get the runs. So,
Sure.
But so my very first time playing, I had a very similar experience to you, where I was the baby, and I kind of ventured out, and it was like gray and foggy, and there's the chompy faces, and I just didn't know what to do, and eventually I hid in an outcropping, and I just scurried inside, and then I turned into another monkey, and I never knew where my first monkey was, and I could never find him again. Yeah. And then I just gave up after a while.
Yeah, I couldn't find the baby either, or where it was supposed to be. I like the chompy faces. It turns it into actual anxiety simulator.
Yeah, well, you're confronting. It's a visual representation of a
fears.
mental thing where you're confronting fears.
Yeah.
And the way that this game does stuff like that is very interesting. But again, in terms of actual fun, you can't really see where you're going. Once it happens for more than 5 or 10 seconds, you kind of get the gist, and it's just irritating, and it's not really Like, it doesn't give you anxiety. It's showing anxiety, but it's not giving anxiety.
Exactly.
It's just giving irritation.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not... I want to say that I'm not saying any of this to shit on this game, because I really do like this game.
Yeah.
I just don't like playing it.
Sure.
And
yeah, you're not in love with the game, you're in love with the idea of the game.
And so, instead of talking about that for too much longer, if you have anything you would like to say about this game...
Well, I would like to see this game have a little more of a linear aspect to it, and you eventually find the mushroom, the magic mushroom that gives you the higher brain function, because that's one of the prevailing theories behind human evolution, is that an ape discovered...
Is this one of those things you read on a Mario forum again?
No, this is legit scientific theory that I read by Googling. It's not a Mario forum. I mean, yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know...
Or either that, you either
A
find
legitimate scientific theory that I found by Googling. He said, confidently.
in 2020.
There was a YouTube source and everything, okay?
And everything. It had cliff notes and cited sources and stuff. Anyway.
Why are you making Cliff do your homework for you?
Because I just hate doing homework. That and I'm not in school anymore. Cliff, do your homework. But either that, you either find the mushroom, or you find that big fucking black monolith from 2001.
And it did kind of feel like the game would, like, finally, eventually, because you do go out into the desert later on, like, you leave the jungle and journey, forth into the plains.
Yep.
And it did feel like it was building to a moment where you just see a monolith. But that's not what happened.
That's not really
There
what
was
happened.
no magic mushroom. There was no giant monolith. Things just slowly changed over time.
Yeah.
And that's what this game is.
Well, like I said, it's just a theory.
Slowly changing over time. I think that in much the same way that you and I were forced to play Oregon Trail, I think that children should be forced to play this in school.
Okay.
I think that would
Sure.
be... Because I think that this game has a lot of value, and I think that it has very good intentions.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no better place for things that are good for you, that are well-intentioned, and that are intelligent, and also not fun at all, than school. That's where this should go.
That's where this belongs.
But to change conversation from a game that's not fun that I really do like to a game that's not fun that I really don't like, Eric, tell us about your time with Marvel's Avengers.
Oh man.
Avengers.
Avengers? Well,
Marvel's Avengers.
We'll eventually review this game, I guess.
Oh fuck, I don't want to.
Oh, we're doing it now.
Okay, here's our review.
My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
Look at that big old snake.
Big fucking snake. He looks like...
Oh, man.
Nah, you're catching him right after a meal. Just leave it.
So look, here's the thing. I know that snake's big. I'm not that stupid.
It's big.
But that snake has some snake eggs. And I think my monkey wants to eat some snake eggs. That seems like a thing a monkey would do.
Go your ass to IHOP.
There ain't no IHOP yet.
We haven't evolved to the International House of Pancakes. We don't even have a National House of Pancakes.
We gotta build the IHOP. And we'll build it on the backs of the broken snake eggs that we harvest. Look at that thing, though.
Oh, man, that thing is fucking massive.
And what's interesting, too, is that you think because of its size that it would be like a constrictor, but it's not. It's a vicious
Yeah, but
motherfucker.
pythons are constrictors.
I don't think it's a python.
It said python.
You're a python. I don't want to go there.
18-inch pythons, brother. Did you know that chimps are actually really good at video games? They put a bunch of chimps in a room with a bunch of kindergartners, and they had them play a VR game with mazes, and the chimps overwhelmingly beat the snot out of the kindergartners.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Did you know that somebody tried to do that 100 chimps and 100 typewriters thing?
Did they really?
And
they did not produce Shakespeare.
No, they just started like banging on the keyboards, and then they took turns like shitting and pissing on it. And they ate all the paper.
So they wrote...
They ate all the paper, and once they ran out of paper to eat, that's when they started banging on the machines, and then they just shit on it.
They wrote Cardi B's next album. I got a lot of respect for Cardi B.
That's rude.
That is rude. I'm sorry.
Rude. Good lord. Show some class. No, we're here to shit on the comic book game. We're not here to talk shit about female musicians.
We're not. Bodak Yellow was a banger, and you can't tell anybody any different. And her verse in Motorsport was good. The rest of Motorsport is a trash song, but Cardi B's verse in it's really good.
Remember when she sold jeans for Old Navy?
No. No, I don't. Did she really? Is that a commercial?
I think that they were. I don't know if it was jeans. I feel like Cardi B was on like one of those old Christmas Old Navy commercials. You know, the really terrible ones. It was back when those when everybody was wearing like the shiny pink sweatpants all the time.
Okay, yeah.
You remember shiny pink sweatpants era,
Was
circa
it-
2008-ish?
Yeah. I think.
It was only 12 years ago.
Shiny sweat. 12 years ago. Oh man, feels like
2008 was 12 years ago.
Oh man, feels like much longer. It feels like 2020 itself has been a fucking decade.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're in September now. It's Labor Day.
It's Labor Day.
And so what does that mean to you?
Labor Day means that I don't have to work, comrade, which I don't work on Mondays anyway, so it's just another fucking day.
No.
But
My job's international.
so
it
it doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't affect my work schedule at all.
Don't confront me none, as long as I get my rent paid by Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thank unions and all they've done for us lowly laborers.
Oh, there's a snake.
Fun fact that I recently learned: Henry Ford was a big proponent of The Weeknd. Not
the band,
not the hip hop artist.
Oh. we were both going there.
Yeah.
I'm getting the eggs. That's a victory.
Oh, the snake fucked
The
off.
snake fucked off. He's down there.
Yeah,
he slithered in. See, I went up in the tree and I just waited like a really, really long time. And then I jumped down when he wasn't looking.
Make you a Denver omelet.
I'm gonna eat the fuck out of the snake egg.
Go. But anyway, The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Henry Ford.
Nom, 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 nom,
He was a
nom,
big.
nom.
He was a big.
Nom,
fan.
nom, 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 nom.
That's how you get salmonella.
No, no,
right
no,
there.
no. Oh no, I'm sick.
That's a rocky.
Oh no, I'm sick.
He breaks it in a glass and then he drinks it and then he goes out and jogs
Yeah.
for like 3 hours. Big training montage so he can go back and fight that snake.
Hey, Adrian, I got a joke for you. Adrian. I brought a turtle, I hit it on the back. You know what it got?
Shell Shack! Alright, Adrian, I'll see you later.
The stupidest shit.
Rocky is one of the best fucking movies
I love Rocky so much.
ever made.
I know. I ate a sick egg and then I tried to
you-
cure it by drinking stagnant swamp water. I'm a dumb monkey.
I tried to get my one germs to fight my other germs. That's how vaccines work.
I thought if I just pushed them together in my body, they'd have like some sort of battle royale thing, and then whichever one was the toughest, I would just give them a crown.
You know what? That's actually a really cool idea. Like
Battle royale body edition.
Yeah, exactly. You're in a body.
Influenza comes in the eyeball. Syphilis comes up the butt. Which one wins?
Yeah, and then it's like when the game is over, you see all the symptoms come up of the disease that won. It'd be fucking gross, but it would be a hit.
Well, no, they would just call it, nowadays they would just call it like coronavirus simulator. All right, and so it's 100 people.
That's probably on Steam right now.
No,
It's
look.
like $1.15, and it's a big piece of shit.
But listen, this is the good version.
Okay.
It's 100 people, and they're all in a movie theater. Tenant's playing on the screen, right?
I want to see Tenet.
You can do this inside Fortnite. This is how it works. This is a new Fortnite live event. Okay, the Fortnite coronavirus. It'll be about a lot like that time WoW players kept vomiting blood everywhere. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When the virus happened in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
So every player on Fortnite, one of them is coronavirus infected. And then whoever becomes within a radius of them, that person gets coronavirus infected. And the goal is that everyone on the map has to sit through at least 5 minutes of Tenet in a theater without getting coronavirus.
And then at the end, you have to understand it.
Oh yeah, there's a quiz at the end that you have to do it, and every single one is just like if it's like A, B, C, and D is just like Christopher Nolan wrote it, and it just says Memento was the best, right? Question mark, exclamation point.
Remember The Dark Knight? Remember?
Look, I like Christopher Nolan just fine.
Yeah.
I just think he's a little too far up his own ass at this point, and in a way that other filmmakers like that I do enjoy tend to not be.
Did he make Inception?
Yes.
Yeah, that's way up its own ass.
Yeah, but it's only gotten more because it was Inception and then it was Interstellar, and now it's Tennant. And like, you can see the progression of, like, the head-to-ass insertion get deeper and deeper with each film.
He's got to be shoulder deep by now.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway.
He won't be able to breathe in there.
Yeah, he won't.
Oh no, there's a crocodile. Look how happy
there
he
was
is.
a fucking alligator in my neighborhood, man.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like a couple weeks ago, just like fucking chilling on the street corner.
How big an alligator?
Like 5 feet. Big
Okay,
enough.
well, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fairly good
Not
size
a huge alligator, but
Yeah, big enough. I mean,
it's big enough for me to not want to let the dogs outside, you know?
right? Well, I don't let my dog out the front door anyway.
Well, but he's an alligator. He can get in the backyard.
you have to climb the fence.
Yeah, he can crawl right up the
You can
fence.
claw right up it.
Alligators can climb trees.
They sure as fuck can.
No,
They're slow. They're slow, but they can do it.
It just cuts to like an alligator with a pulley to be like.
I never got to finish
Oh,
talking
fuck.
about Henry Ford on the weekend.
We never even started talking about the Avengers.
Yeah, we did. We finished. We had our one-syllable review. Yeah, in case you missed it.
Recap.
But anyway, Henry Ford was a big proponent of the weekend. Because usually it's like you go to church.
What was his favorite? I'm done.
I can't feel my face when I'm with you. Anyway,
I found a hole to poke.
that's dangerous.
For a minute when I found it, I was worried about like how exactly he was going to handle it because of the type of monkeys that this game is based off of.
Yeah.
Remember they were talking about how these monkeys like they solve every problem with sex.
With banging, yeah.
Yeah, and so it says found hole to poke, and I was just like, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And then the monkey sticks his dick in there.
Do not put dick in.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Henry Ford on the weekend.
That's the band name.
Henry Ford and the Weekend?
Henry Ford in the Weekend.
Oh, band name called it.
Oh, there's
Nice.
another giant snake.
It's a big ass guy. But anyway,
Oh, I
he,
don't like the way they move.
he wanted people to have leisure time, so they'd have places to drive to, so they'd buy more fucking cars.
Ah, sure.
So
Sure.
he did a good,
Because
but
he
his
was
heart
trying
was
to
not
do-
in the right place.
Well, that kind of describes everything about Henry Ford, right?
Yeah.
Like, wasn't he massively racist?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about Henry Ford. I'm tired of fucking hearing about him.
Okay.
Because
you're the one that's been bringing him up the past hour.
Well, I mean, I had to because we're talking about Labor Day.
Okay.
And
I was gonna segue to talking about your baby, but whatever.
we can do that too. There's time.
That's what the Labor Day joke is.
Labor. Anyway, weak laugh. But my town, the town in which I live, they're up the ass of the fact that Henry Ford owned a summer home there. That's our fucking claim to fame, is that Henry Ford owned a summer home in the fucking town.
Right.
And people...
He probably owned a couple, right?
He probably owned a few of them. Like, he
Yeah.
just loved the town, and he would always come back every summer and stay at his summer home.
Well, that's kind of like how people that live on Tybee in Savannah, how they're always... Wasn't it Sandra Bullock had a house on Tybee?
Sandra Bullock had one, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner had one too, and I think Jennifer Lopez had one.
See, the fact that you know all of those things just means that people get really excited when celebrities own towns or own places in towns.
And they don't want to
Think about how everyone in Maine feels whenever Stephen King writes a book.
That's fair, I guess.
He's got to be driving the entire economy of that state.
No, they've got lobster.
It's cold, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, about Henry Ford.
And
Oh, is that it?
yeah. Well, I went to the steakhouse and they've got.
Is it Ford steak? Did you eat Ford steak?
No, I had a dry aged. They're the only place in coastal Georgia who dry ages their steaks on site.
Okay.
It's really good. You ever had a dry aged steak?
I believe I have.
Fucking delicious.
I'm not entirely sure, though.
Yeah.
What was the difference?
Well, I mean,
Like, in taste, I know what dry aged means.
it's really tender on the inside, like because the muscle fibers break down and the fat just kind of integrates with the meats a little more. It's kind of like really good melt in your mouth meat, and the outside just has this really flavorful crust on it.
Because it's half rotten.
Well, it's not half rotten. They dry age it.
Yeah.
If they aged it in somewhere moist, it would rot, but it doesn't.
Where do you dry age anything in Georgia?
They have a.
There's nowhere non-moist here.
Yeah, you're fucking telling me. But they have a special cabinet for it. Like it just sucks all the moisture out of it.
Why don't they make houses out of these special cabinets?
Shit, if I know. That's a good question.
Probably an expensive material.
But it probably is. But they've got like, it's kind of like somebody took a beef ramen packet and just caked it on there, because you get like this really crunchy, beefy flavor on the outside, but the tender meat on the inside. It's just good. It's just good.
I was with you all the way up until you said beef ramen packet. Now I don't want it as much.
Well, they also have they do a pretty good charcuterie board.
It's just you can just say cheese plate.
No, it's a charcuterie board, because it has more than just cheese on it.
Yeah, okay, cheese and crackers, and sometimes grapes.
It makes me sound sophisticated. You can't see me right now.
And then it has one of those tiny, like, dried pieces of peel of something, and you're just like, what is this? Is it food? Is it, like...
Is it garnish?
Is it garnish? Is it, like, a really limp potato chip? And then you taste it, and you still can't tell.
I mean... No, it's really good, though, but, I mean, it's tasty. You can't see me right now, but I have my pinky up. Viewers at home. If you're out there. Anyway, but yeah, they could bring you like a bunch of little toasts and pepperoni and salami.
They call
and,
listeners.
4 different kinds of cheeses. They're watching it.
They're watching that.
They're watching it.
We're not that.
Yeah, we're not that, because I'm not about to get stung. I had to deal with some wasps on my porch recently. I had a wasp problem because I have an overhang, like, kind of back porch with, like, it's made of metal, and there was a gap in between the 2 pieces of metal. So basically all I did was entomb the fucking wasps in there. They ain't getting out. And they're cannibalistic, so they're not going to go hungry, so don't think I'm a monster.
Turning an entire civilization to cannibalism sure seems like something a monster would do.
Oh, they started it. One of those motherfuckers landed on my neck, and I was like...
But did it sting you?
It did not.
Then it did not start it.
No, it started it.
No.
No, it did.
Listen.
And then they tried to come into my house twice.
If there's one thing I know, is that to live in peace with the environment like that, is that you can't draw first blood. You can't attack like that.
No, it was a preemptive strike. Because
Yeah, you know who else did preemptive strikes? George Bush. Look where that landed him.
I actually miss W. Don't you? Compared to our current situation, I miss the shit out of it. I will take George W. I will take mission accomplished over losers and suckers.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand the impulse.
Okay.
But the thing that you have to remember is that it wasn't just George Bush. There's also a Dick Cheney.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're war criminals, but they're competent war criminals. You understand? Yep. Take your time. Oh shit!
Yeah, that saber-toothed tiger ate that snake.
Damn, nature, you scary.
And it says I made him do that. I'm not really sure how.
I don't think so.
I just imagine one of them was chasing me and came across the other one while they were chasing me.
I imagine the saber-toothed cat was chasing you.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, you know what? This snake's not moving very much. I'm going to go for the easier meal. So maybe you did do that. Maybe you had an indirect hand in that.
I don't know. I do a good job, I think, of like expanding my tribe's surroundings.
Yeah.
But I never, and it's something I still haven't been able to figure out yet, is how to move my tribe. Like, because I can play this game and get fairly far and, like, open it up, get rid of this fear of the unknown and, like, open up new areas and find new locations. But then eventually, like, I just die. Usually from, like, starvation or exhaustion or something.
Yeah.
And then I feel like there's been no progress made because all of the memories of that die with the monkey.
Oh, yeah.
And so eventually I decide I'm going to take one of the kids along with me. And I think that's
what could go wrong.
Well, that way that he at least sees it, so that when I die, he can carry on in my stead. You know?
Sure.
And I think I found a random monkey just now.
Ape.
Monkey. Ape.
Monkeys have tails. These don't have tails. These are more like chimps.
Fine.
Yeah.
Ape just doesn't. Monkey sounds better.
But they're not monkeys, though.
But that sounds better.
And yeah, I get it, but it's not what it is. as the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this.
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this.
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this.
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this.
Okay.
As the baby monkey for like 2 hours, and then I was like, fuck this.
Okay.
They're apes.
Okay.
All right.
I'm not arguing with you.
They're based on bonobos, which is our closest ancestor.
Give you a bonobos.
And-
Sounds like an
and
ice cream.
How would you do that?
Sounds like a type of ice cream.
We should go for ice cream when all this blows over, if it does.
It's not.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
I mean, it will eventually.
I say the new normal at least five times a day now.
But a PR company sent me a face mask and a notebook, so I don't think they foresee their game coming out anytime soon. So, whatever. It's just how we live, I guess.
And nobody's gonna buy it because we're all fucking broke. Because
Yeah.
the economy's in the fucking toilet.
I really do worry about those people who make so much of their money off of tips, like servers and cooks, just kind of like in a general sense. Because I know some restaurants have still they've moved to being takeout only, or they have limited seating, and they still seem to do fairly well.
Right.
But even so, even somewhere where one of our friends works in downtown Savannah, they're doing well, but the well right now is still at half capacity of what it would have been this time last year. And I just worry about the amount of people that are not going to be able to make rent and not going to be able to.
It's just another one of those things. It may sound a little calloused, but you just gotta adapt. The people who are thriving right now are the ones who can adapt quickly. That's what we had to do at my place of business. Just change some rules, and we're doing just as well as we ever were.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, not a lot of businesses have that. They can't.
Yeah. They don't have the funding or the people in charge.
They don't have the leadership.
Yeah, they don't have. Yeah, they lack the understanding of this situation and this virus, and they're downplaying it, not taking it seriously, and thus getting more people sick and causing their business to suffer even more. Mandatory mask laws. I'm just saying, 2 months mandatory mask laws, we can knock this out. But no! And yes, I will go on this tear again, because Americans are selfish fucks of idiots.
And Clement's ladder, or tree.
What a thrill.
Searching for silence in the night.
That's the second time we made that joke today, and it still hasn't gotten old.
You're so supreme. I give my life.
Copyright strike.
Not for honor, but for you.
Started playing Death Stranding again.
Oh, yeah?
Speaking of Kojima.
I would like to play Death Stranding and finish it.
Yeah, I'm
Just
close.
Yeah?
I've probably got maybe 1 or 2 more chapters left.
Now, something I'm interested in, now that the game has been out for so long, are you finding that there's more stuff out in the world that you can utilize, to help you out on your travels?
Yes, actually. There's a lot of stuff that people have built and I can access.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. People build zip lines and generators. Generators, oh my god, save your life. Because if you're carrying a big load, you have to have the exoskeleton legs, and they require power.
Yeah. Well, you need power to handle a big load.
Yeah, you sure do. And to shoot one. Semen.
No, you should have been you were going to end it and semen.
Anyway. But yeah, the exoskeleton, big beefy legs, they have that power, and you run out, and then you're stuck without a fucking generator, and then you're just
And then what do?
you move at a snail's pace and rest every fucking 5 seconds.
Oh no, it's the Skyrim problem.
Yeah.
When you're walking and over encumbered.
That's right.
Good thing I grabbed that branch.
It is. Oh yeah.
We would have died.
Shit, you're still really high up. You might want to be careful.
No, it's fine.
That's alright.
Ah!
Woo!
See, it's fine.
Yeah. Your hands have got to be fucked.
Oh, my whole body's fucked.
Yeah.
Like, look at this poor
Yeah.
monkey.
You,
This is the same guy. This is the guy that evaded. Like, this is the same guy that stole the egg and got poisoned, and he drank from the shitty swamp water, and he got stung by a bunch of bees.
and he's about to do it again.
And then he, like, well, here I'm just like, fuck, please, fresh water.
I'm fucking thirsty. I'd
Look
be
at
thirsty
him.
too.
He's wore out.
He's gonna be like the fucking war chief, man. The big ape that comes at the end of the fight and he's all scarred up and fucked up, but he's tough as shit.
And he's got like a trident-shaped stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they gave him the nicest stick. Because he's the fucking war chief. He's got like this headdress made out of snake bones.
That's really nice sentiment, but he's gonna die very soon. I promise
Aw,
you.
man.
We're seeing his final moments here, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like he's bleeding out.
Yeah, well, he's had a rough time. Ah!
But this is how we evolve.
Yeah, well, it would be if he lived.
If he lived.
Really, this is how we die. It's just stupid decisions, rash judgments, and unwarranted, unnecessary exploration away from your tribe. So the trick is to not be exciting, don't be greedy, don't be ingenuitive, just sit and stay where you are and never do anything ever.
You can't blaze trails and break new ground if you never leave your comfort zone.
Exactly. And you know what else you won't do? Die.
Get coronavirus.
Well, luckily, or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, most of the trails have been blazed. And then reblazed.
Yeah, there aren't many
And-
trails left to blaze.
And then brazed, even. And raised.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And
humanity as a whole remains unfazed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yep, uh-huh. Yes! You know, you jest, but that actually boosted the fuck out of me.
sometimes people just need a clap. You
I
know?
feel revitalized.
Yeah. It's amazing what just a little bit of effort can do. But it takes a long time to like figure out how to select these lily pads. But I really wanted him to understand these lily pads before he died.
Are you like gonna make a hat or something?
I don't know. I don't know what you're supposed to do with anything. None of this stuff makes sense to me. It says it's a gathering spot and a fishing spot. How do I bring my people there? I don't know.
How do you fish?
How do I go back and... I don't even know how to, like, use a stick yet. Like, he can't even poke in the hole with the stick. He just, like, takes a stick and sniffs it. And that's it.
That's not how that works.
It's not how anything works.
I'm just gonna go around sniffing everything.
It's the only thing I know.
That's how I understand. Not by touch or sight.
He's so worn out.
Strictly
He's
smell.
slowly bleeding to death.
Aw, poor Bobo.
He's lost. Like, here's the thing. Look at the thing.
Go look at the thing and die on the way to it.
Yeah. See, I keep discovering all these things, these landmarks and places, but I don't know. I can't understand whether when you discover something, does that discovery matter to everybody? Because it doesn't seem to. Like, it just, you discovered it. But then if you switch back to a different monkey, that monkey's still scared because that monkey didn't discover it.
And it sucks that apes can't draw maps. You know.
Yeah?
Take one of those sticks you've been sniffing, maybe draw in the dirt a little bit. Boy, we could really use a magic mushroom right about now.
I think that, again, this would be best for school.
Yeah. This
But,
this would this and, you know, Oregon Trail, maybe Civ Rev, you know.
Yeah.
Rail.
Civ Rev.
Yeah, that's what I abbreviated Civilization Revolution by Sid Mei.
For one, there are much better Civilization games than Civilization Revolution. There's Civilization 1, Civilization 2,
Well,
Civilization 3,
I was going as modern as possible.
Civilization 4. Oh, you wanted modern?
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple years ago there was Civilization 5.
Oh, okay.
And then recently there was Civilization 6.
Sure.
All of which are better games than
Yeah.
Civilization Revolutions.
Okay, yeah. All right. It's just the first one that came to mind. That's all.
Well, fix your fucking mind.
Spore.
Where in Time is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh, yeah.
That is a fantastic educational game.
Oh, yeah.
Because you have to learn about the time.
Yeah.
Carmen Sandiego would be great if she showed up here.
Boy, that would be a twist, wouldn't it?
Oh shit, there she is! There's the red hat.
Oh shit, he just missed you.
I'm-
and they did it again. What?
I'm doing a dodge.
You got jukes.
Yeah. It was very difficult to climb onto the palm tree for some reason.
Right. I could see that.
Yeah.
Hey, coconuts.
That's right.
Yeah.
Coconut.
Throw them at him.
I tried.
Pull a Gilligan.
First I didn't know what it was.
Oh shit, here he comes. He's still trying.
Yeah.
Now he's mad.
It's like, I'm not really sure what to do here. I'll just keep looking at these coconuts.
So, I mean, you're gonna have to crack that open. If I remember anything from this game, is that you would have to like grab a rock with your other hand and then smash the coconut, and then you drink the savory milk within. But you're dead now.
I'm dead now.
Yeah.
The saddest thing is that it's not the tiger that killed me.
It's the fall.
No, it's just
Right?
exhaustion.
Oh, you just bled out.
Like he jumped, he landed, the tiger moved, I dodged the tiger, and then he took a few steps, and then he just falls.
And then the tiger's like, all right, sweet free meal.
He was probably a little bit offended. He was just like, oh man, what the hell?
Oh. It's like, I don't want it if I don't have to work for it. That's
Yeah.
half the fun. Did you get dysentery?
So now we're a different monkey.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's up with this monkey. He was sleepy and hungry and
thirsty.
whatever that other one means.
Yeah, this guy's fucked up, man.
Well, I wasn't here. I was the other monkey.
You traded in one broken ape for another broken ape.
Well, at least this one can be fixed.
Delicious.
I just want it to be better.
Just started playing as this ape. I already gotta take a fucking nap.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you switch back to somebody and it's just like, fuck, all of this dude's stats are so low.
Oh, your sleep meter's full. That's good.
Yeah. Well,
You just needed a quick nap, you know, just a little lie down.
Yeah.
You know, a little recharge. Nothing wrong with it.
It's just like, what am I supposed to do? Tell me what to do.
Are you gonna go grab the baby and carry it around?
I think so.
Yeah. Just, if you're being chased, just throw it. Sorry!
Wum.
Well,
And I was just like, oh, okay, well maybe I should be the baby. Kind of look around for a second.
well, at least, I mean, the baby's fully energized.
Yeah, he was ready to go.
The baby's not fucked up yet.
Oh, can I get through these branches?
As the baby. Yeah, looks like you can.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Ah, runaway baby!
Dead.
It's a Disney movie!
I'm surprised you lived through that.
Babies are tough, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are.
And they're scared. They're scaredy little bitches.
Everything's brand new to them. They've never seen it before.
Yeah, because they're little bitches.
That was another thing that was brought up in that video. It was just like the dude was talking about his son, and he's like, I see him develop in real time and just discover
Yes.
things, and that's just really cool. I can't wait for that.
That is something that you do see, and it is very, very cool.
Yeah.
I mean, Ben's like 14, 15 months now, and like seeing the amount of growth that's happened between being born to now, and like the way that they notice things and manipulate objects and can use things, like it's crazy. It is very much like watching evolution happen in real time, you know.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is. And it's like, fuck, I lost my baby.
Oh no. You just switch off, and then they just watch the baby just wander off. Oh no! And then they do nothing, and you have to switch back to go get the fucking baby.
Yeah, you think that the parent would, like, follow the baby.
Right? There would be at least a worried scream or something.
Rah! Rah!
Again, how does that not?
Yeah, it didn't even get a broken leg.
Oh, you'd be dead, man.
Maybe like it's like Half-Life, and the tiny little bit of water stops you from having fall damage. You know,
that might be it.
I doubt it.
Physics are weird.
Yeah, that's true. I doubt a tiny little bit of water like that will stop you from having ankle damage in real life, though. I wouldn't want to test it.
Now my ankles are wet and broken. Thanks, nature.
And see, this adult isn't scared of here, but the kid was.
Right.
So, like, I haven't done anything to conquer the fear. Bitch, I know you're in here.
See, now this is where I couldn't find the fucking baby. I went to every single one of these little, like, rock cave formation things.
Yeah.
No baby. Every time. No fucking baby. It was like hunting Osama bin Laden.
And so you eventually found
Eventually found him and shot him.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Serves him right.
Oh, fuck, it's almost 9/11.
Oh, fuck, it is.
Yeah.
We almost forgot.
We almost forgot.
You're supposed to
never forget!
You see, we make jokes because, like...
It's been 12 years, it's funny.
And 1 million more people have died because of coronavirus.
It's true. It's fucking
Which is
true.
really fucking depressing.
How many people do you think are going to be in New York at Ground Zero on 9/11 without fucking masks?
4? At least.
4T?
At least 4.
At least. Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah.
Wear a mask!
So what do you think of Marvel's Avengers?
Man.
Just wanting to find something interesting about that game. There's got to be something interesting.
we have to go deeper.
It's got comics.
I mean, yeah.
It had those guys that were being douchey because that girl liked comic books. Wasn't that fun? Remember that fun part?
Yeah, that was a nice little statement about gatekeeping in comic book culture. That was not bad.
Or you know what would have been better? If that hadn't have been in there at all.
I mean,
wouldn't that have been better?
I guess, but these things have to be acknowledged.
Especially because they turned that guy that was being a douche into, like, a hero later on.
Not really. He didn't really do anything.
Wasn't he the one that...
He was Tiny Dancer?
Yeah, he was Tiny Dancer.
Well, we didn't end up giving him the thing, so his role in all this is fucking meaningless, and he ran away scared from us.
Well, yeah.
He didn't hold anybody closer.
Because it was bad writing.
Nor did he count any headlights on the highway.
You don't know what he did on his way to the graveyard.
He didn't lay her down in sheets of linen.
Yeah, he didn't do that.
He didn't have a busy day today.
Well, again, you didn't see that. He very well could have. If he was posting all that stuff on the message board, he was at least halfway doing something.
Sure. I mean, playing as the Hulk's fun.
Yeah, playing as the Hulk was fun.
Just make a whole game about that.
Yeah, or Iron Man.
Or yeah.
Or just call this one Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
The video game.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
that works.
Just do that, and then just be the story mode, and not have the other stuff. And get rid of all of the gear. Like, just all of it.
Yeah, all the cosmetic shit.
Well, I like the different outfits. Keep the outfits.
Keep that, but, like, don't have people have to fucking pay an arm and a leg for them, or do that thing where it's like you create artificial scarcity and a fear of missing out.
No, listen. If you want to talk about
With
artificial
a rotating
scarcity,
storefront.
if you want to talk about artificial scarcity, Nintendo.
Fortnite ruined everything.
Nintendo. And they're fucking, you can only get our Mario game
until March. Play these 3 Mario games that you've already played before, but
no,
pay
even
for
that
them
Mario,
again.
that Tetris 99, Mario 35
Mario
game,
35, yeah.
only playable until March.
I got excited about that until they said it was only playable until March 2021. I was just like, what if I want to play it in fucking April 2021?
Exactly.
You don't know.
Like, why would you, like that? That is the biggest amount of bullshit.
It really is, and I didn't think Nintendo was capable of that.
What are you talking
I
about?
was
Nintendo has been
fucking wrong.
doing that shit for years. Don't you remember every time Nintendo...
Not to this degree!
Every time Nintendo releases a new console, they purposefully give less consoles to distributors so that it's manufactured scarcity and people always want it because it's never in stock. Remember when the fucking Wii came out and you couldn't find one?
There's a difference between hardware and digital fucking copies of software, Christopher.
Yeah, you're right. There is. From a business perspective, there's not.
Fair enough.
You think they can just hit Control C and then Control V and copy that code?
Yes! I do! So are you going to buy it?
I really want it. I really want to play Mario 64 again. And I hate how much I want it. Like, so bad do I hate it.
Okay, so here's a cheaper solution for you.
Because I don't have a Switch yet, you see.
You can get a 3DS, and
No.
you can get the remake
I don't want a 3DS.
of Super
I don't want a
Mario
3DS.
64,
I don't want that.
and you can play as Wario.
I can have a computer.
Yeah,
I can play whatever game I want to play.
exactly.
I would like to officially play a remastered version of Mario 64. I would
Yeah.
happily pay for that. I would happily make the decision of whether I wanted to pay for that or not, maybe in the summer next year, when the world's not in a pandemic. Hopefully. Probably not, but it'd be nice to think.
Yeah,
And,
it's nice to think and dream.
oh look, a monkey died,
Oh,
but
no.
but he's somehow
Floating.
floating.
He's ascending. This is the evolution they were speaking of.
And he's just like, Dad?
Oh no.
Dad?
Oh no, it's Bambi all over again.
Now I'm Tiny Monkey, and I'm stuck high on this cliff.
And you're scared.
And that's where I would have had to have crawled to so that I could rest and
my
not
Lord.
die of stamina.
Oh my
Just
Lord.
right there.
Just right. Oh, that's a big kick in the teeth.
It was.
Oof.
But, you know, the world moves on.
It sure does.
Things are gonna be okay.
Yeah,
In the game.
eventually.
Because it'll go off.
Eventually.
I'm not so sure about here.
Yeah, right.
I think,
Tell you what, man, my wife and I picked a fine time to have a child.
Yeah,
The best.
yeah. Well, better now than, oh. Better now than later, I guess.
I guess.
You know, because
Because how much worse can it get?
because it could probably get worse.
It probably could.
And at least you know this.
Yeah, the devil you know.
Yeah.
There you go. Ah, dead baby. Monkey.
Not even hurt.
Oh, wow.
Not even a smush on my green circle.
Wow.
Schwow was right.
Yeah. Whew.
You done?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think I want to play this anymore.
Nope, I think I've had enough.
Yeah. So
This has been a kind of a bleak episode, but also a little bit fun.
well, it is called Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey, and
And we are kind of human.
we are kind of human, and human is kind of very bleak right now.
Oh yeah.
That be what human is.
Certainly.
Why won't it let me get in this fucking hidey hole? This is clearly one of the hidey hole areas. It says it,
Yeah, it has the little icon over it.
but
and
it's not
everything.
letting me get in. And there's those big wolfy faces.
Fucking video games.
See what I
man.
mean about it? After a minute, it's just not scary. It's just irritating.
Yeah,
It's
really.
just like, just let me
it really
in.
Is.
Yeah, I got it.
Uh huh.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me in.
Yeah, memorize every detail of it before you go
Is
in.
this the front door?
I think you were already at the front door.
Just fuck it. I'll just go do another one.
I'll find another rock bunker with blackjack and hookers.
So, do you have anything else you want to say about Marvel's Avengers?
I'm not gonna buy it. I played enough of it to know I'm not gonna buy it.
Well, if I could do nothing else, I'm glad I was able to do that.
True.
That made my purchase worth it.
Yeah.
So no one else would have to.
Mm-hmm.
And if anybody else wants to come over and play Marvel's Avengers so that you don't have to buy it yourself and waste your money, Fuck off, I don't know you.
Yeah. Yeah. That was very noble of you, Chris. So let me play that so I don't have to give Square Enix my money.
I do what I can.
Oh, that's a good deed.
Well, I don't think this monkey's gonna die anytime soon. That's a shame.
Terrible.
Say goodnight, Eric.
Good night, Eric.